morning. I greet you all in the name of Jesus. I wish you a happy Easter season. This is the season that we're going to be celebrating the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. This is a season. So today I have a message to share with you that is, like I said, I'm a modern day prophet. That things have been happening and people have written to me to say, share this, share this, share this, share this. And I'm going to share this with you. Now on my phone, I'm checking something on my phone. It's very powerful. So I'm going to share what happened between. There are some messages that are online, especially what Pastor Chris said during this lockdown. So all over the world, there's a curfew going on. It's like the whole world now. It's almost every country they're having a lockdown, meaning that countries have been shut down and people are asked to stay at home. So during this time of staying at home, there have been a lot of videos that have gone around, and one of the videos is what Prophet Bushiri said during this lockdown and what Pastor Chris said during this lockdown. I'm going to be addressing those two things. Like I said, I'm a modern day prophet. I deal with what is happening now. I answer the question that people are asking now. I'm speaking about this because you need to understand where I come from. I have a different ministry. My ministry is very unique. There's no other prophet that's a modern day prophet. I'm a modern day prophet. And modern day prophet, we talk about the things of the day. We don't run away from the things of the day. Most prophets shy away from talking about the things of the day because they're scared of my ministry, they're scared of their name, they're scared of their brand. I'm not scared of any brand. I say the things that the Lord has put in my spirit. And when I say the things, when God says say it, I say it. I'm not scared of saying it. I don't run away. I don't run away. Modern day prophet, you don't run away. I told you I got the eyes of the scorpion. The eyes of the scorpion, I put things, it sees in the dark. It sees what cannot be seen. The invisible is seen. When I look through the eyes of the scorpion, I'm going to see what is actually happening. What you're seeing in the media, what the media is doing now. You're going to see. I'm going to share that. Just stay with me because I'm going to share to what actually you watch what Prophet Bushiri said, and you watch also what Pastor Chris said, and even now in SA there's even a campaign saying that they must arrest Pastor Chris in South Africa because according to what people are saying that he has broken the law by making some claims on the internet. But I'm going to share that people would see. I don't scare away, I don't run away. So like I said, those of you that want to contact me, you can write to me at prophetpastor@gmail.com. You see the email on the side on the screen. You see the email prophetpastor@gmail.com. Write to me. Some of you can write to me. When you write to me, you can contact me through WhatsApp, you can contact me through email. So those that want direct prophecy, you get direct prophecy from me. I'm going to prophesy to you. I'm going to give you prophecy that's going to change you. Direct prophecy message. I prophesied to one guy and I called his name. Where is this guy? And he was writing to me from Swaziland. I see somebody called Lamini. He just sent me a WhatsApp message, just his phone number. From his phone number, as I was typing, the Lord says, call this person, call this name Lamini. And I asked him, I see a name in the realm of the spirit, Lamini. Who is Lamini? And then he says, man of God, I'm Lamini. He said, I'm Lamini. Imagine somebody just write to you using a phone number without any name, just a phone number without any name. Then you tell him your name, you tell him, I say, you're Lamini, and you're a man that you're suffering financially. And I spoke to him and I told him about his financial issue. I says, you're having a financial problem. But when you look at the man, you don't know that there's no financial problem. I told him you got a financial problem. He said, man of God, right now you are 100% correct. He wrote to me, he says, as you prophesied, and this remedy said, as you prophesied, I have only 1,300 rands between me and death. So meaning, he says that 1,300 rand is all he has in his life. It's a prophecy. And I give him a prophecy. And one guy also wrote to me. I want to speak about this guy because where is this area? One wrote to me and he wrote to me, and just an email. He wrote to me, just an email, and I say a name called Ario, and I know he just wrote to me. He just sent me a number, and that number was from Canada. And I say a name called Ario, but I look at the number is Canada. I say no, but I don't see Canada. I see a name called Ario, but I see a country I see Nigeria. So he was shocked. Then he wrote to me. He was completely shocked. He said to me, yes. He says, that's my surname. Remember, I didn't tell him his first name. I told him his surname, Ario. He says, I prophesied his surname. I say, you are not, I say, your number is from Canada, but I see Ario, but I see you from Nigeria. Matter of fact, I see you inside Lagos. My goodness. He says, my first name is Kingsley. He says, my name is Ario. What am I talking about? The prophetic is going all over. All over. One of my sons, Kenuta, I want to greet you, Kenuta. I see you. He's doing a lot of things. This guy is going about, he's shaking Jamaica for God. I'm telling you, he's prophesying, he's speaking the word. I say, Peter, I greet you. I see Monet, I greet you. I see Asha, I greet you. My goodness, I see Ruth has sold up 2026. That will say so your 2026. Ruth sold the 2026. Ruth, I'm going to send you this bit. Now the problem with the South Africa is that I've extended the curfew, or if you want, the state of emergency have been extended to the end of April. So it's only the end of April that you receive your beats. But I'll pray for you. The DHL is now closed until end of April. I'll pray for you, and I'll send that beats end of April. There's a lot of things happening around with the spirit right now. Tetla, I see you. Abraham, I see you. I see Thomas, I see you. Elizabeth, I see you. Dane, I see you. But what am I talking about? I see a lot of my sons, that thousands of them. I see Joshua, I see Erico, I see Sheena, I see Claire and Gerard, I see you. Phil, I see you. Shamford, my sons, I see you. Lizelle, I see your messages, I see Mina, so I saw in the city. This I see 2026. Pascal, I see 2026. Emilia, I saw the 2026. I mean, it's a lot. I just saw in 2026. I've told you, it's a seed that's going to protect you. Now people are dying. In the beginning of the year, I prophesied, I gave it. You can check my video. I said 2020 prophecy, and I gave that prophecy. I said there are a lot of things that are going to happen. People are going to lose their jobs. At the time I was seeing people who were losing their jobs, I didn't know what was happening. And I said people are going to lose their jobs in 2020. And I said something will happen that people will lose their job, and for you to be protected, you need to sow your 2026. And I started saying that thing, and now we're seeing companies are closing than ever before. Because I just saw companies closing in the beginning of the year when I prophesied. I see company closing, people losing jobs. I said a lot of people losing jobs. Now the way people are losing jobs, people write to me and just says my company has closed, they've retrenched me. Kenneth, I see you. Sarah, my sons are all over the world. I want to join my sonship program, right? I see Zeno, this one is from Botswana. I see Helena, Helena, I think it's from Zim. I see Namibia. Kay is from South Africa. I see Kenneth from Guyana. I see Abdullah, I greet you. I see Abdullah is from Ghana. Martin, I think Martin is about to sow his 2020 seed. I see David Chinedu. David, you're going to sow from Nigeria, is going to sow his seed. Pascal, I see Pascal is writing from Bahrain. A lot of the Lisa is writing from Botswana. Pumu writing from Zimbabwe. I greet you. Velona, I greet you. Shamfred, I'm seeing them. Messages. Email me. Let me tell you something. So what is happening? So the first video that I'm going to play, you see the first video is about what Prophet Bushiri said, an offering. So he asked for people to give offering, and it was already on Twitter. People were saying about the offering. So you watch that video. After you watch that video, then I'm going to tell you what's happening.
That you want to give your Sunday offering. You are saying, Sunday, I cannot go without giving him an offering. There's a church account that I'm putting on the screen right now, and I want you to put your offering in the church account. Put your offering, put your seed, put your tithe. Don't hesitate. Don't listen to the devil. Don't listen to what people say. Don't listen to what your mind says. Listen to what God says. Bring your tithe, give your offering, give your seed.
So the first thing that is happening is that the world doesn't want us to talk about this season. This season is not Corona season. If you go over the internet and talk about Corona, it's not a season for Corona. This is Easter. This is the season that Jesus defeated death. This is the season that Satan is put to shame. This is the season that Jesus was victorious. This is like the main season. Satan wants to talk about the birth of Christ, but he doesn't want to tell you that Jesus defeated him in hell. He doesn't want to tell you that. He doesn't want you to hear that message. So he will do everything to cloud the message of Easter, so that you start talking about something else, talking about soccer, talking about coronavirus, talking about COVID-19, talking about vaccine, talking about every kind of thing. But they don't want you to talk about Jesus. But let me tell you, this season, in the cosmic world, in the realm of the spirit, this is the season that Jesus defeated death. And although people are talking about offering, let me tell you, churches have got their own thing. And I said, as a modern day prophet, I see the eyes of the scorpion. Never go around criticizing men of God. Nobody has given you a job to criticize a man of God. God knows how to adjust and how to fix his own children. God knows how to do that. Allow God to do his thing for his children. So some people are now writing that they must deport Prophet Bushiri back to his country. They must close his church. He must do this. Let me tell you, we don't criticize. If he's asking for offering online, if you don't want to give, don't give. Nobody's forcing you. If you don't want to participate in giving, don't give to the ministry. Just sit quiet, don't give. Don't go around and start insulting him, writing messages, calling him names. No. Nobody's put a gun on your head to give. So that's one thing you must know. Giving comes from the heart. People are saying that he said that, well, the wife should not talk to the husband. If you're a wife, don't talk to your husband, whatever. Now, he's actually was talking about the verse that talk about whatever your right hand does, your left hand must not know what is happening. But the reality is, salvation is personal. You're not going to go to heaven with your wife. You're not going to go to heaven with your children. When you stand before God, you stand before God alone. God will not ask you to come with your whole family. That's why you must understand. Salvation is personal. So my message is very clear. My answer is very clear. He said you should give and sow in his ministry. You want to sow, you sow. If God leads you to sow, you sow. If God doesn't lead you to sow, don't sow. That's why I said every time, like my 2020 beats, if you want the beat to get it, you get it. If God leads you to get it, you don't want to get it, don't get it. It's not a force. Nobody is forcing you to get it. And in my ministry, that's why I don't ask for offering online. I've never made a video to say give offering or give tithes. I don't do that kind of video because it's different. A different ministry. So every ministry I've got a principle. So my ministry is very different. I don't come to people and say give offering. There's a reason. It's a reason that God spoke to me, but God may not speak to every other prophet the same. Now Pastor Chris' own is different because Pastor Chris was talking about that 3G is actually linked to coronavirus, and at the time, this time of lockdown is used to installation of 3G. I'll play the short video you will see.
To achieve the pandemic. Okay. Why pandemic? This fear is what it will create. The virus will be used to create fear. And with the fear, you'll be ready for the vaccine. Now, on this other side, Internet of Things, how do we achieve it? They're using military-grade level of connectivity. 5G. 5G is not 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. No, 5G is, I understand, 10 times as powerful. Now, 10 may not be a big figure for you until you understand what the real figures are. But let me not bore you with that. So 5G is to be used for it. And 5G is to be sold in a way that causes everyone to embrace it. You embrace Internet of Things with the 5G. When you understand what 5G is, you love it. So they're pushing 5G, Internet of Things. We embrace it. So two-pronged attack, fear and embrace. So they give us something that we would love and something that we would fear. Both of them will produce the same result here. Now, how does this connect with here? Oh, great. The signals from here produce a sickening effect that will make you want this. This produces a sickening effect. This is real. The power is so much that plants that were close to the cells that were already set up in certain streets burnt.
But my answer to this is very simple. There's something going on that people are not being told. I'm not 3G, 5G, sorry. There's something going on people are not being told. 5G is very dangerous. The problem with 5G is that you don't need to even carry a cell phone. That's what I'm not telling you. It means your face will become like an ID. Your whole body will become an ID. Wherever you go, they will track you. Whatever you do, they will track you. That means it's so strong. It's so strong, it's so powerful that they can put a camera in satellite, and that camera can film using 5G technology, can identify even a pin on the ground. That's how strong 5G is. So most of the time 5G has been used by government for surveillance, meaning that they're using it to survey people. They're not using it for technology. They're using it to track who is doing what. The example in China is tracking. You go to your house, they know you're out of your house. You walk in the street, they know you're walking on the street. 5G is such that you don't need to go to a camera and say I need an Uber. The cameras have got a microphone. They know your face. The moment you say you need an Uber, they know your face. You call the Uber to fetch you. They know where you are. The Uber comes to fetch you where you are. You don't need to even carry a cell phone. You just need to go to the bank with your hand like this. And when your hand like this, let me tell you, this is Easter, and I'm enjoying my Easter. You should join me. You should join me.